Hi there, hi. How are you doing? My name is Confidence and this is Konfidence Uncut. I make videos about lifestyle, beauty, fashion, and life experiences. So if today is your first time on here, please subscribe, turn on your notifications so that you would be in the know anytime I upload new content. And to my existing family, hey, 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 you know how we do it. It's unfiltered, uncensored, unapologetic, and a lot of fun. Okay, so today let's talk about plastic surgery. I have a lot of DMs and emails with the young ladies and a few people asking questions about plastic surgery. So I thought that it's very important that I do this video so that you would think before you even start imagining your new body. So let's take it from one thing. So these are my 10 things that I think you should think about, questions you should even ask yourself before you consider any plastic surgery or going under the knife at all. So let's start with the first one. Am I healthy enough to go through the procedure? Okay, yes, most people, yeah, we are healthy enough to go through a plastic surgery procedure. But sometimes if you're not that healthy, you cannot heal properly. So you have to take that into consideration that, my being, your physical being, if it is healthy enough to go through a surgery, a surgery, because it's a big deal. It's a big deal doing plastic surgery. I am someone, I love plastic surgery. Okay, hold on. Don't. Did you just bat your eye at me? Yes, I think you might have done something like that, but no, hey, darling. I think if you can fix it, fix it. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo. Everything in moderation is good for you. So I love plastic surgery in terms of how it can make you feel, how it can change. It can change what you look like and all that. So I would say to you, first thing to think about before you even consider plastic surgery is, am I healthy enough to go through the procedure? Okay? What is the name of your procedure? So sometimes people have things wrong and you go like, what procedure did you have? And then the person is telling you they had something else done. So know your procedure, so that would even help you in the future, just in case you go to your doctors or you need to answer medical questions in the future. It will be very important that you know the procedures that you've gone under. You need to know what that surgery entails. Please, there is risk in everything. I'm not saying go and look for the names of the knives or the stitches and things that are going to do to you. But at least if you're having breast implants, know where the implants are from. Know what type of implants they are. Find out if your implants have a passport and things like that. If it's, let's say, butt lifts that you're going to do or fat transfer, get to know things that you need to know as things that entails in your surgery. So, for example, butt implants. I haven't had butt implants, but I've heard you can't sit on your butt for a very long time, which makes sense because if you sit on it, the fat that was injected is going to die and all that. So you need to know if it's breast implants. Also, for example, you need to know when you can go back to the gym. For example, I like boxing, so if I have my implants done, I would want to know how long before I can go back into the gym and do my boxing. So that's another thing you need to think about. So make sure you know not everything, at least 90% of what your surgery entails. What kind of result are you expecting? Because let's be realistic, okay? A nose job is not going to get you a promotion, but it will give you self-confidence. And when you have self-confidence, you can try. You know, when you have self-confidence, you're willing to try things. So that it will boost your self-confidence up. But don't also go looking to look like a Barbie, because you will end up looking like some botched up person. You know, so you don't want to do that. Because it's not all, you know, sometimes we do have things in our mind, how we want to look. I want a straight nose and all that. But you also have to consider, what type of face do you have? Does that nose fit into your face structure? Does that boobs fit into your body structure? If not so, you would look a bit botched. Be realistic about what you intend to gain from the surgery, because you know, surgery is not going to cure your bulimia or your depression. No, it's not going to do any of that. It will help your self-confidence. So don't think that, oh, because I'm depressed about my nose, if I have my nose fixed, then I'm going to be okay. No, you have your nose fixed. You also need to have your, you know, your mental also checked. Are there alternatives to these procedures that you would like to be done? Okay, so let's say, for example, you want to get rid of the wrinkles on your forehead. Okay, come on, you don't need a facelift. Start with something like Botox. So you can have Botox injected on your forehead. Maybe you want to have your eyebrow lift. You can have Botox. Listen, I'm not a surgeon. I'm just giving you a guideline to things that you need to think about before you go on and limp into the world of plastic surgery. I can say this also, it can get addictive. So try your best not to take that route. But if you want to take that route, consider there are other procedures. Like, for example, instead of, you can have facials like hydrofacials, things that will plump up your face instead of having a facelift. For example, before you go on into having implants, try maybe padded bras. Things, you know, there are things that you can try to kind of solve a problem, but if it's not solvable, then obviously you're looking at plastic surgery. So try and see if there are other alternatives. Can you afford it, darling? Because you don't want to go and take a loan and have plastic surgery done and you can pay your loan. That'll even make you more depressed. So first, well, in this case, I said a simple question you need to ask yourself is, can I afford it? Can I pay for it? Because there's no point of going to have it done if you can't afford it, darling. Yeah. Would you be able to hide your scars? Okay. Me personally, I am like this. Yes, you have procedures done in the scars and things like that, but I like to hide my scars. So for example, I have quite a lot of tattoos, but I have them in places that I can cover up that not everyone can see them, if that makes sense. So do things or have procedures and know that they're going to leave scars, and if you can live with the scars, then go ahead and do it. Let me give you an example. If you have a breast lift, you need to know you are definitely going to have a scar, which means you're going to have the round there and the top there, definitely. So if you can't live with looking at yourself in the mirror with that scar, please don't go for black. Don't go for a breast lift. No, don't do that. That's not your surgery. Do you get what I mean? So it's a scar you have to be able to live with, or you should be able to hide. Are you willing to go through multiple surgeries, multiple procedures to achieve your goal? Okay, so I had to go through, let me see, about 3 breast implants to have the breast that I can live with, if that makes sense at all. I've made a video about this. This is like months ago. I made a video about procedures that I've had done and what not. You can go and check that video out. But I had to go through a few procedures to have the bosom that I have. Okay, so you have to ask, okay, if I have this done, and I need to have another procedure to make it to achieve my goal if you are willing to do that. So you have to be willing to go through one or two procedures, definitely one, but two procedures if you have to correct something, or because not everything can be done in one go. So let me say this. When I had boobs that were like tennis balls, like they were so small, like they were small and they came out and they just went like that. That's how they went. It was horrible. I felt so insecure and all that. For me to have because I came from a family, we have hips and legs, but we don't have boobs. So we have that shape. So I wanted to complement that and that. So I needed to go through a few surgery to get the size, because your skin is not going to expand at one go. So you need several implants to stretch out the skin to have bigger implants in. So you have to be willing to go through a couple of surgery to get the result you want. So let's say you're going from a cup A. You cannot just get to a cup double D. Well, maybe double D, but let's say, yes, you can't get to a cup of E straight from, A. I'm talking about bra sizes. So if you're thinking about, look at how small it is, you can't just go straight to the extreme end. So you have to do it in different times. And then you have to do a procedure, get time to heal, and then do the next procedure. So that's my number 9 question, which is, are you willing to go through multiple procedures? So now the final thing I think you need to have on your mind when considering a plastic surgery would be, if you're considering surgery, you need to think about recovery time. So if you're an office worker and you know that the longer you stay at home, the lesser salary you're going to get, you need to think about that. If you're someone that, let's say, you're a model, you need to also think about when you're having it done and how long the recovery is going to take, because you don't want to be going on your runway whilst you're not fully recovered. So everything you need to think, what you do for a living, do you have the time to recover properly before you start work, everyday life, and things like that. So that's another thing that you really need to think about, just in case you are considering plastic surgery. I hope that this has been helpful tips. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching another episode of Konfidence Uncut. But let me ask the question, have you subscribed? If you haven't, please subscribe. Turn on your notifications so that you would be in the know anytime I upload new content. Okay? So please do that. And you can follow us on all our social media platforms. Konfidence Uncut on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. Konfidence with a K. Or you can follow me, Konfidence Haugen, on all social media platforms. That is Konfidence with a C this time. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. On that note, I will love you and leave you. Please stay safe, stay blessed, and always stay beautiful. Bye-bye.